Okay. So under view, if you go here, you have this selection option. If you click on it, you get this particular pane which opens. It's a kind of enable or disable. So
Disable.
basically, right? Basically, on a particular page, if you go to this page and then you see the selection, you have only two options: slicer and matrix.
Matrix.
If you go here, you have these two options: slicer and matrix.
Matrix.
Right? If you're on summary, you have more options. So
Yes.
this selection screen basically lists all of your objects on that particular page.
Okay.
And over here, this eye icon, so let's say this is your text box, is this superstore summary, right? This is the text box. If I go ahead and uncheck this, so it will go away, right? You won't be able to see that text box.
Yes.
Same goes with sales by region. If you select or unselect this, you won't see that chart at all. So which means you can still have your objects on this particular page, but if you uncheck into the selection pane, that object will hide from the view.
So basically, we can hide it from desktop only. In a publish after in the Windows space, we cannot
No,
hide.
no, it will be the same behavior. Okay, the selection option you will not get in web
Windows space.
service. Yeah,
Okay.
the only thing, let's say if you uncheck it and then you publish it, so over there also you will not see this particular thing, right? So only developer can show or hide over here, and whatever final thing I do and then publish it, the same thing will appear into web version. Okay, so sometimes it might be a problem, or maybe you can come across a situation wherein you might have some objects on the sheet but they will not appear because they are hidden. So you can go to this option and enable those so that you will be able to see that. Okay, now another thing, we kind of added buttons over there. The other day we used text box for this header, we used button, so this was one of the button only. Then we had shapes and images. Now I want to kind of have a one functionality. So over here, if you see, you are getting three pages: cross table, donut, and summary, right? And
Yes.
we kind of use this button in order to show your, just a minute, we kind of okay, with control, we kind of developed this thing which we were able to kind of show as a bookmark, or if you click here it will hide. This is the functionality what we developed.
Yes.
Now what I want is, I want to create another, maybe a landing page you can call it, or you can call something else. So if I, let's say, click on, let me just add some buttons first of all, maybe shapes. So over here, okay, let me take these buttons. You can name it maybe. How do you change the name? Button text. Okay,
Button text.
I'll enable it, and under that I'll put the name. So we'll put it, let's say, summary. I'll add another one. Sorry, go to button. Let me copy it. Copy and paste. It's Microsoft, so copy paste is kind of very simple. Control C, Control V, and then the alignment. Fine. So this button, I will name it as, let's say, cross table. For this, let's say put donut. Okay. Okay. Summary we already have. I don't need that. Maybe I'll go ahead and increase the size. So we got three kind of buttons, or you can say shapes. Now I want to build a capability. Like if I click on it, I should directly go to summary tab. If I click this, I should go to cross table. If I click this, I should go to donut. What should I do?
Button.
Mhm.
You have to enable the button.
What should I do?
In the selection tab, we have to enable the button.
In selection, no, over here all the enables buttons are enables, right?
Bookmark.
Okay, no. So see over here. Do you understand that what is the actual meaning of bookmark?
We want to mark something, some region wise or thing.
Okay, so
Marking a
bookmark is basically kind of saving the current state.
yes.
So whatever, let's say you are on this page, you have filtered something, and you want to mark that state as a bookmark, so you can save that. That is the meaning of bookmark. But over here, what I want a navigation. Navigation means if I click on summary, this tab should open. If I click on cross table, this tab should open automatically. Or if I go back and click on donut, this tab should open.
Donut tab
I
should
want,
open.
yes, I want that type of navigation.
We have to link.
Yes, how? We saw like in Slicer we created buttons and then we linked few things. So you need to tell me that what approach we should follow here now. You remember when we had this slicer? So these are buttons only, right?
Buttons.
The arrow
Yes.
keys. And through this we kind of put some action so it hides or it enables. So where should I look for that option, or what should I do next in order to apply that action?
We have to insert in a modeling.
Okay.
A synchronized
M-
slicer.
Synchronized slicer. Okay. Synchronized slicer was to kind of show the slicer
Synchronized
on a
slicer.
particular page. So that's not the option. Modeling is only for the data. Over here, we are not working on data. We are creating objects or shapes. Okay. So what we'll do generally, let me just click on this particular button. As soon as you click, this pane appears, right? Related to button. We added text over here. Icon. If you wish, you can put some of the icons on it, right? Something like this, if you wish, right? I don't need any of these right now. Let's put blank. And oh, sorry, once again, I need to select it. Outline. Outline is all about your, I believe it's related to border.
Borders.
So, okay, not border basically. It's related to outline. When you click on this, what will happen? So, for example, let's say if it is hover, see what happens. Okay, as if now nothing happened. Let me go here again. Default state, let's say hovers, and we'll give this color, maybe blue. So let's see what happens. You can see, right? As soon as the mouse up came here, the color of the border changed,
Changes.
right? So that it will happen only on mouse hover. So you can go ahead and put something like that on different buttons. In case of fill, we need to enable it, and then we can say let's say on mouse hover, on click. As soon as I press it, the color should change to some other color. So what will happen in this scenario? It is right like this right now. Just hover. If I click, the color will change. So these are the look and feel user experience what you can play with. Same thing I'll do for this. Fill, enable. We'll do hover, on press, and we can select some colors. So the same thing over here. On click, the color will change. For this donut also, let's go ahead and do something. For background will be kind of a default color, which you always want to show. Nothing related to mouse hover or click. So that's fine. Clock aspects, fine. Border, you can assign border, shadow, fine. Now the main point comes action. So we'll go to action, we'll enable it, and then you will see that what type of action you want. So right now we have selected our donut, and over here we want action related to says page navigation, drilled through, bookmark, back. So I'll just put page navigation at this moment. And as soon as we do that, the destination will show the list of different sheets. So on donut, I will select donut. You can type here donut. Fine. For cross table action, we'll go here page navigation. Destination, I'll say cross table. So I'll select cross table. We'll give tooltip also as cross table. And save that. Now summary. So on action, we'll enable it. We'll say page navigation, and then we'll give summary. We'll type it here as summary. Right? It's a mostly UI work over here, but it will help you kind of move from one
From
page to another one.
another one.
Right? Now,
Okay.
why it is not working here? Because the buttons in Power BI desktop will work with control. So I need to hold control and then I will click over here. Then it will move from this page to another one. Right? If you are in a web service, it will directly work on the click. But in desktop, you need to kind of hold control and then click on it. Fine.
Fine.
So this is your home page. Now, if it is home page and I kind of went from this page to home page, how should I come back here?
Back to the main menu. Back to the
Back to
home
the
page.
home page. Yes. So
Again,
there are few things. Go to insert. Over here you have few buttons like back,
back.
right? So if you just simply click back, you will go to the previous page.
Okay.
What I mean is, if
To go
from
to
home
home
you
page.
came here, then you will go back to home.
Home.
But if
Yes.
from cross table, if you came here, then you will go to cross table. You will not go to home.
We have to again navigate it.
No, that we will do. But over here, if you just directly put this button, right, it doesn't need any kind of, you know, any option. You'll
Okay.
simply click over here with control. It will go back,
It should not
right?
happen.
No. So for that, if you want this should not happen, for that, you need to kind of change few options here. So which means at the place of back, choose page navigation and then give your home. Where is home? Sorry, we have put it on home only. So let me put it on donut first of all. And from here, if you put action as you want to go back to home, then navigation and then select home. So now it will not behave as, back. It will always go to home. What is the problem here? I don't see that button. See, sometime it comes, sometime it goes. Why? What should I do to handle this? If user starts getting it, they will be irritated, right? So what should I do?
Again, action we have to.
Action. No. What we need to do is, in situations like this, we need to go to view and then we need to go to selection, the same page where we were earlier. Over here, your button is enabled, that is fine. But the thing is, you need to kind of, okay, the order of this also is fine. It's at the top. Let me then, okay. This is profit by state. Let me put it like this. What happens? Okay. Transparency. No, I don't want it to be transparent. Let's put some color over here. Remove spotlight. No, something is wrong. Because as per this slicer, if let's say your button is at below the slicer or maybe button is below the profit and states, it will always be down. You won't be able to see that. But in case if it is at the top, it should always appear, right? So that's the concept for this.
But here it's
So
not appearing. Also.
yes, I think it is because of the white background, because when we select this particular object, right, it gets selected and it goes in the background. Or what we need to do is, in case we maximize this, yeah, it's that thing only. As soon as you put your mouse over here, right, into this chart area, this gets
Yeah.
selected. So what you need to do is click outside and then directly go to this button. The same thing happened when in this case also, right? If you directly go to that button, you can select it. But if you go, first of all, click over here and then try to go to that button, then you won't be able to do it because this object is already selected. So that's a kind of conflict. Okay. So from here, you can hide or enable, that option is there, but the button is there. So if you right click over here, you will go to your home page. So you saw the navigation, right? Through buttons,
Yeah.
right? Now there was one more view what I saw today in one of the sessions. For example, this is your home kind of page. I mean summary. I'm just trying to align this. Number one. Okay. For now, let me just put this button little down or maybe at the top, right? This will work as the same. if you write control and click, it will show you. It will show you the slices. Or if you okay, text box below and bottom one is at the top. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Let me just put little bit formatting over here because it's required now. As we go, we need to have our charts little bit better. So enable. See, if you give the border, then you will know whether your objects are properly aligned or not. Not the background one. We need to give it to borders. Okay, fine. So I just need to align it properly. Okay, for objects now, what I want, let's assume that this is your home page. Fine. Or let's say this is your home page. What I want to give 3 buttons over here. These buttons, there is another button type called blank.
Okay.
Right. I'll take this and we'll see that how it comes up. So first of all, this. Okay. And because it is button, you have a button text. You got it right?
Yes.
Color wise, you can have. Okay, it's a button text. It's a button text color only. I don't want. Let me just put it white. And we'll. This is the padding. Generally, I don't need. I was supposed to work on text size. This is what I want to increase. Now we'll go ahead and put some background colors. Background color, we'll select blue at this moment. Right?
Yes.
It looks fine. Good thing is like it's only one object, not 10 objects. So we can change. Now I'll go here, change the text also. We'll name it as 2. Same goes with this. I'll place the next thing and we'll name it as page 3. Okay. Now the thing is, you can have the same setup on all the sheets.
Okay.
I'll tell you that what I mean. Over here also, and if you want on home it is already there. So what I'll do, copy 1, 2, 3. We'll go here, paste it. Donut. We'll paste this also here, and same with home. So what I did, I have kind of created a same look and feel for everything, for all the sheets. Correct? Look and feel wise you are okay, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now what I need to do is on all the P1s, P1s is like page 1,
Page one.
I can go ahead and put action, navigation, and we'll put page 1, that's let's say summary.
Summary.
Page 2, I'll go and add navigation and put destination as cross table. Page 3, I'll go ahead, add navigation and put destination as donut, right? Same goes with this. Page 1, action.
So on all
Na-
page we have to do action.
yes, because these are the individual objects, right?
No.
Page 2. See, that's why, the UI work is not easy. Easy in the sense, I mean, it is a lot of time taking. It's not that tough, but it's a lot of time taking. So because we are already on cross table, it's not giving you that option at this moment.
Yes.
So you can say none, page 2 or page 3, you can select page navigation and you can choose destination as donut. If you are on donut, page 1 I'll give as summary, page
To
2
cross that.
navigation, and then I'll select cross tab, and then for page 3 action,
It will not appear.
navigation.
Page three
Yeah,
donut.
it will not appear, correct.
So none
So
only.
let's put none. So what will happen in this scenario? Let's say you are on any page, right?
Want to view
So
another page, you can click on
yeah,
P2,
if
P3,
you click on let's say page 1, let's say with control, page 1 you will be here. If you want to go to page 2, with control click on page 2.
will be on
What I
cross
see,
tab.
okay, over here action is disabled. I think we have not added. So navigation and page 2
Cross
is
tab.
basically cross table. So with control, it's a cross table which will come. If you select page 3, you are going to get on donut, right? If you on donut, if you click, let's say page 2, you will go to cross table. If you click page 1, you will go to this. So you can see as a user point of view. Let me just publish it. It will be more clear. Okay, so I'll just cancel this. We'll go to full view, full screen. Right. So as a user point of view, if I'm on page 1, that's fine. I can see everything. If I want to go to page 2, I'll simply click here, right? The page 2 will appear. This navigation pane is still there. I don't care, right? Page 2 is my page 2. Page 1 is always my summary. Or
Yes.
page 3 is always going to be my donut chart, right? I think this is not saved properly. It's not working. So page 3 is going to be donut. From page 1, page 3 is not working. Okay.
Yeah, we have not given a link.
So
We have given
because
the link that can become.
right, so you understand, right, how we
Yeah,
are
I
kind of
understand the concept.
giving the look and feel to our buttons and page navigation. We are managing that.
Yes, it's an important
Okay.
one. Role.
Yes. I mean, it's a practical use case, and that generally comes while actually working on the project. Okay. So I'll go ahead and add one more sheet here. Let me look for one. Okay, I added one custom chart here. Do you understand what is word cloud? Okay. So generally nowadays, I mean, it is used a lot. I'll get that visual. I'll download that. Word cloud, this one. Add. As soon as you add that, it gets added here, right? Now the word cloud is basically, nowadays people talk about a lot sentiment analysis, right? Like you get the survey data and out of that you find out whether customer was happy, not happy, angry, anxious, correct?
Yes, yes.
So you get those words from the comments what customer puts. So you look at the comment, read those comments, and accordingly you can predict the sentiment whether customer was happy or not. So what will happen in our scenario? I mean, that is a one use case, sentiment analysis. Similarly, you can have the same analysis to be done on maybe the data what we have here. So, for example, uh, state, right, or maybe the product, we would know like which state has the maximum sales or which state has the maximum profit. So, those kind of analysis we can do using word
Word
cloud. So, what I'll do, I'll just okay, let's continue our look and feel. I'll copy these things. We'll put it on this page also. And
page
over
4.
here, yeah,
One
page,
more tab we have to add. One more button.
yes, I'll call it page 4.
Button text, page 4.
Button text, we'll call it page 4.
An action scenario also we have to know only we can give it.
Right. So the action on this will be related to, okay, because we are already on page 4. So leave it, leave it as this only. I'll name it as word cloud. Word cloud. We can add that. Okay, I just want to know whether it will come by default. What I mean, let's say I'm on home page, it's page navigation, and I'm
Over
getting
here.
word cloud. Fine. I'll just copy this. We'll go back to other sheets. What I
It's
did.
like an Excel sheet.
Yeah, that's what.
Sheets if you add, then the name will come.
See, I'll just go here. Over here, if you see the action is already there, page navigation is already there, and word cloud is already there. Okay. So I think you need to just do once and then copy paste. You need not to kind of put every time. The way we did it in the first go,
Yes.
earlier there was, we were supposed to do it every time. I think they have updated this. Now it takes in one go itself. That is what Microsoft is good at. Okay. So page 4 is ready. I'll go ahead and drag my word cloud over here. So word cloud is selected at this moment. And on this, you can see, you can drag your objects. I don't need selection. On word cloud, this I will drag selection. So I would like to take state on values. And then, okay, exclude, I don't care. Category, add the data fields here, or maybe let me put it here. Fine. values, I will drag sales because I want the size to be driven by sales. So if you see this, the word cloud, all the states which you can see on this particular chart, the shape or maybe the size of, size of state name is driven by the volume. If you just right click on it, yeah, if you just right click on any of the state, we have not added tooltip. Let me show the tooltip also. General, title, okay, it doesn't have tooltip option. Okay, fine. Because it is a custom control, right? So it might not have that, but that's fine. This size is basically driven by you. Okay, it shows here. See over here. If you go to top, I don't know why it is showing there.
There may be some setting.
I think it's randomly coming like this. Otherwise, the tooltip should come on a particular page or nearby the keyword. Why should it come at the top? Um, Filters, no, it will not have anything here like that. All the properties related to this you get over here only. Okay, we'll save it for a moment. See, now it is coming over here. For new, I don't know, some random action. Sometime it shows here, sometime it goes at the top. Fine. So this is again, one of the word cloud what you can create, and you can navigate from different sheets to this particular sheet and show it. So generally, this also been shown into different dashboards because it directly gives you the idea that which states are doing good and which states are not performing well. Correct?
Yes.
Right. The other day we saw like slicer. We were kind of able to put that on a particular page. Okay. So for slicer, actually, we'll just look at the formatting. By default, you get it like as a filter.
Yes.
Let me, if you put region over here, you get like this. It's a simple filter which you can select, right? Select all, select one value. So all that options, you just go to this particular thing and apply those like selection controls,
Okay.
starting from general. The orientation, if it is horizontal, vertical, see, responsive, it's not responsive. It again plays a very important role in terms of managing your UI. Single select or multi select. So you can use these objects also as a filter for your basically it's a kind of filter only, but in visualization it will help you. So for example, if I just put it at the top, that is exactly
Generally, we
what we
can
did.
say slicer is also one type of button only.
Yes, right.
If you go
Now
through like this or if you go through like that, it's the same way.
right now why I'm using this, because once we will start the DAX, right, data
Back.
expressions,
Okay.
over there also you will have option to read the selection of these slicers. So maybe like if let's say you selected one value, you can read that in the DAX that you have selected one value, or basis that you can drive your results. So this type of features will come in picture as we go. Now I'm going to add one table over here. We'll add states and we'll add, let's say, profit. Now if I ask you that I need to get top 10 states by profit, how would you do that? Top 10 states by profit.
By ascending order or descending order.
Ascending order, descending order. How would you sort, I mean, give the order? Okay, you just sorted it from here. Fine. But what else? We sorted it from here. But I need top 5. I don't
Only
need
5.
all others. Yeah, top 5.
There may have a ranking option over here in the what you see.
Rank. Okay. So basically, I just need to select this. And then if you just go to this particular filter on this
Filter.
page, let's see what all options you get. It says related to selection only because it is a filter page, right? Fine. No need to worry about it. I'll close it. Now go to values. Over here, show items when the value is less than. Less than what? You can put your top value over here. In this only, if you go less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, is, or like this. So let's say if you need only top n, how can you do that?
You have to give the value.
There has to be some option over here itself, right? You want top 10 states by profit. So on filter categorical, we were looking into the profit. That's why we were not getting. We had only very few option for profit. But if you go for state, over here, if you see, you have advanced.
Once.
That that gives you option to kind of filter, like contain, does not contain, all these values. But if you go by the other option, which is basic filtering, it allows you to select single value or multiple value. There is one more option, the third option, what we are talking about generally. That option is related to your top n,
Okay.
right? So it will allow you to select top 10, top 5, like that. So let's say if you do that, it's asking by the value, which value. So I would like to do it by profit and apply filters. So top 10 by profit, correct?
So it's under basic filter.
No, it's not a basic filter. There was a drop down of advanced filtering, basic filtering, and top
And
n.
top end. Okay.
So it is on that particular thing. So over here, you can just define the number, and accordingly, you will get it for
Top end.
whatever number you kind of give at any time. Because see, right
So
now it is
maybe we
working.
can filter by top 10 product, top 10 orders, or top 10 states of sales.
Ye-
Anything.
yes, we can do that.
Region
So
wise.
reason wise also we can do by any
Category, region, order, sales, or top 10 discounts, customers. Anything.
right, anything, and by any measure also.
Yes.
So that, yeah, so that is what it
That
helps
will be
you kind of.
friendly.
Yep.
You
Now
know, in different tools, we have to write queries.
correct.
You know, it will be
Now,
too much headache.
right. So it gives direct option to users, like whatever they want, they can type in and accordingly they will get the data. Not only top, you can do bottom also. So see, now bottom 10, bottom 20. Just change this into bars. It's your bottom 20. It's going to be your top 20. Fine. Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Mhm. Now it is working exactly as a slicer at this moment. You see this icon, clear filter. The same thing
Yes.
you get on slicer also. So once you select anything in slicer, you have the same option. If you uncheck that, you don't get that. That filter gets removed.
Okay.
So now just one thing. We applied this filter wherein we have top 10, top bottom on this particular visualization, top 20. On top of it, we are applying this, the slicer. So for east region, what are top 20s? For south, what are top 20s? Sorry, this is the bottom 20 right now. And for west region, what are the bottom 20s?
Yes.
So that will help you in order to kind of do a lot of descriptive analytics over here.
Okay.
Right. What is descriptive analytics? Right. So descriptive is generally, the current status.
Okay.
So current status of your data. That is what we call as descriptive analytics. Okay. Now we'll just go ahead and see this gauge also. I mean, earlier we saw it for a moment. So over here, let's say if you add sales, you can see the actual number. Same goes with generally for dashboards, you create these, either put KPIs, the simple card, or these things. They will help you a lot in order to kind of make your dashboard better. This for profit, this is for sales. You can have one more, and we'll call it maybe quantity. There we go. And one more is required to show discount. Okay. Now let's talk about, we have sales, we have profit, we have quantity, we have discount. How should we calculate profit percentage? Yes. What should I do in order to calculate profit percentage? Okay. So if you follow simple mathematics, if you have sales and you have profit, in order to calculate profit percentage, you will do profit divided by sales, right? This is the formula for profit percentage. And the same thing we need to do over here using a calculated field, you can say, or by using a formula,
Okay.
right? So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and add one more column. So see over here, it says new measure.
Measure.
Write a DAX expression that calculates a value from your data.
Okay.
So if we try to do that, let's see what happens. There should be a specific syntax for it, but we'll see that what happens. I've just clicked on measure. Now this measure, I might give a name as profit percentage. And over here, we will type sum of profit divided by sum of sales. Fine. Is this correct? Sum of order, sum of profit divided by sum of
Of
sales.
sales. Okay.
You are getting order because order is the name of data source over there. If you, as soon as you click enter, it will tell you whether it is correct or not. Okay, so it is correct and it has just got added over here. Profit percentage. Fine. Now let's go ahead and let's add state and we'll plot profit percentage for them. So you can see this number is coming in decimal. Let's convert this profit percentage into actual percentage. So what number you get now? See, 26.28%. Over here 24.86%. And it's 30.19%. Clear?
Yes.
Easy, quick calculation by state. We got it within a minute. Right? Now,
Yes.
another thing. On this particular map at this moment, we can see all the states. Those names are very small. With that, you see the same color for each circle. How can
Yes.
you change the color of these circles? And by which field that matters? Right?
Click on it, the map on the circle
Okay.
in the location format.
Over here, fine.
Scroll down. Or
That's
take the
last.
let's take the second option format. Data color.
Data colors. So right now it is
Here
coming as blue
blue.
because it is
You
blue.
can take a multiple.
Right. No, we cannot take multiple. That's a restriction over here. But
Okay.
with that, you have this option. See,
Bubbles.
bubbles.
Yes.
Go here. See what is there in the bubble right now. You don't have any color option over here. Category. Let's say you enable it. You can see the names of those states. I don't need it like this. That was the better earlier one. Bubbles are
Bubble
fine.
size.
Map control is fine. Map style, if you see, road, aerial. So this will change your map actually. Dark, light, grayscale, or maybe road, which was the default one. Let's select aerial. I think that looks better. Heat map. Heat map is generally based out of your data. So over here, see the radius says this, pixel says this. Okay, leave this also. Border, shadow, visual, that's fine. Don't see much options. But if you come here, okay, we don't have anything there. Okay, let's look in this particular field only. What I'm planning to do, I want legends I don't want to show. But yes, we would like, okay, size is already there. Size is already defined by profit.
Okay.
For color, we don't have anything. Is it? Okay, let me put state on legends.
Color got
Okay,
changed.
the color got changed. And in that case, I think the map style, we need something else. I think road one was better. Or we can take light. Fine. Now though, as I dropped states on color, legend, you can see the colors over here, but it's very light. It doesn't look that good. Okay. On tooltip, you can drag your profit, you can drag your profit percentage, and you can drag your sales also with name of state if you wish. See, You can show all this information. Profit percentage, state. Okay, state is also coming twice. Fine. In case you don't want to show the legend, you can select this. How do you hide legend over here? Let's say you don't want to see the legend. Over here, if you see legend is this, name of all the states. Yeah. If you don't want to show that, what will you do?
Enable, disable.
If you remove state from the legend, the colors will go away again.
Go away.
Yeah. So which means you can hide simply from here. That will go away, but your color will remain same. And over here, if you see, because we dragged state, and then for each state you can see the different colors. You can choose the colors for your individual states. See, there are many options which will enable only if you drag few things on a right place.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't get those options. Okay. Any questions so far? In terms of navigation, gauge, top 20, word cloud, and profit percentage.
No, sir.
We used a very simple DAX function. It's very simple. Using that, we just calculated profit percentage.
Perfect, yes.